In this daily drop, I'm going to talk a little bit about the production I just wrapped in LA before heading up to Oregon. So let's go. Okay, everybody, here I am, and just a few hours away from heading to the airport and flying back up to the barn, to the studio space. And while I really wanted to spend the time today to go over more of the specifics of the production I just did in LA, it's just not going to happen because the primary through the lens hero footage that was shot for the production was done on the Venice 2. The format on that camera with their proprietary compressed RAW format is going to have to go through DaVinci Resolve or Premiere Pro. I've handed off the drive to the editor. But as you can see here, this is just a little bit of BTS footage of the space that we were in. And it is a space that's in Pacoima in Los Angeles County. And that was or is very near one of the fires called the Hearst Fire. But that was contained, about 95% contained. So there was no concern about that. And we were doing this at Outpost LA, which is run by MBS. And it's a great space. It's not a sound stage. It is a space that has been sort of set aside for the ASC so that they can do components of their masterclass. And so it's a standing set of this room. Pretty flexible in terms of what you can do, and we were able to do 3 different scenes in the space that all had their own look and feel. We're working with Michael Goy, who is ASC, also DJA, and used to be the president of the ASC. So really great to be back on set and working on the project, seeing crew working, good morale overall, well, good morale. Except for when I say overall, you know, the fires. So LA's kind of in a weird place right now. Luckily, since my last episode about the fires, there hasn't been any significant increase, even though the winds picked up in a lot of areas. So I was glad I came down. I was apprehensive about it, and I'm excited about getting into the edit for this particular project. Educational in nature, lighting in nature. And I'm going to be able to share some more frames with you because of the client and who it is. And they even specifically said, are you going to create some content on the channel related to the project, not just what you're doing for us? So that's all good news. And I'm going to be heading out to, to the airport, as I said, in a few hours. But really great to be working with some people that I have worked with in the past. Also, I got a text from Pat McAbery, who I have worked with, who's based in Oregon, who is a career firefighter, and he's actually down here helping fight the fires that are happening here in Los Angeles. So just a little shout out to him and to everybody else, first responders who are doing what they can. I mentioned, I believe, in the last episode that we do have close friends who lost everything. Other people who were evacuated. Most of the people that I have reached out to who are friends, family, and colleagues are okay and have not lost their homes. But it is a mess, and I have other stuff to talk about, but big takeaways from the shoot really kind of inspiring me to create some additional types of content, not just about that project, but it kind of got the noggin going about some stuff I think will be fun for the channel, for all of you guys and gals. And one of those is going to be metering, because I really haven't done much on metering. And I'm not talking about using a color meter. I'm talking about using an incident meter and talking about just metering in general. So I think there's going to be some stuff related to that coming up as well. Trying to figure out which way to point. I think I know which way. Don't forget to. No. I want to go. I always mess it up when I'm not in the studio. Don't forget to. And to. And I'll see you on the next episode of The Daily Drop.